Hey guys, it's olivershutterspeed here again with another photo shoot behind the scenes. And today I shot with Alice in our park, and today's photo shoot was full of crazy things because there were like so many people like walking by, and we also noticed the weather was like changing a lot. It was like sometimes very harsh sunlight, then it was cloudy again, and then it started to rain a bit, so it was a very interesting weather. And after that we went to this bridge and we were shooting also with like the rails in the background. I was still using my 85mm 1.8 from Sony, which is pretty good for creating like the shallow depth of field, but I couldn't like get the train rails in the background onto the picture because the background was too blurry. So my lesson is sometimes it's also good to just switch your lens in between, because not every situation is suitable for one particular lens. And after that location, we went to this field, and that was actually a pretty nice location because there wasn't really much going on. And Alice also changed her outfit to this white jumper. We did some full body shots here, and I'm actually pretty happy with the result. And then we went to these houses. And one little tip for you guys is, and this is my mistake sometimes what I do, and I always go back home and say, why didn't I do this? Is that it's also good to do like horizontal portraits, because my intention is always to like think about what shot can I do for Instagram and for YouTube. But it's also good to do like horizontal shots, because you never know, you might put this photo onto a wall or something, and when you do also horizontal shots, you also have more variety. So mix it up. And don't only shoot vertical portraits, also do horizontal portraits. This is my last tip for you guys. And now we are in camera raw, and I'm going to show you how we're going to edit this portrait from Elise. And we've done this portrait at this bridge. We've been in the middle of the photo shoot, and definitely we can get a lot out of this portrait. And here you can also see we have a lot of shade here in the face. And yeah, we're going to edit this now. So we're going to raise a bit the exposure, and we're also going to add a bit of contrast, and we're going to lower the highlights because we have a lot of information in the background. And do you know what? We're also going to lower a bit the whites, and we're going to raise the shadows and the blacks. So here you can already see a huge difference. So here's a before and after. And here for vibrance, we're going to add a bit of vibrance as well. And here on curves, so this is very important. So we're going to put this slider a bit to the right, and we're going to make this little S curve here like this. And we're also going to crush a bit the highlights like this. So up here in the histogram, you can see like there are no areas on the right or at the left. So this looks pretty fine to me like this. And for detail, on detail, I also add a bit of noise reduction, just a little bit, so we can get rid of that noise here. And the next thing is probably my most favorite about Camera Raw. So here we have our color mixer, and we're going to go here on hue. And the most important sliders now are the greens, the aquas, and the yellows. So we're going to push the green sliders to the left and the yellow one as well, like this. And we're also going to put the aqua one to like around here. And here you can already see a huge difference. So the green grass is now yellow, and I personally like this look more because green, yeah, in portraits some like it, but I would rather go for yellow. It just looks more flattering in my opinion. And for saturation, so here now the fun part of the fun part begins. So we're going to add a bit of saturation to the yellow areas and also to the orange areas like this. And that looks pretty fine to me. If we add a bit of blues, we have to also be careful. We have some blues here, but we also have some blues down here in the shirt. So we're just going to add a bit. And for our next step, we're going to go here on effects. And here we can also create a vignette. So we're going to go to around -25 like this. And for calibration, this is a very cool tool because you can like create this orange teal effect. And what we're going to do is we're just going to push this blue slider just a little bit to the left like this. Yeah, that looks pretty fine with me. And we're just going to raise a bit the highlights here, just a bit. And for the next step, so there's also a cool tool we can use, and we can use the adjustment brush here. So you can just press K. And now we're going to go here over the model's face like this. And if you're unsure which area you selected, you can also see here with your mask option. And we're going to go over her neck, and we're just going to zoom in a bit more and over her arms like this. So we're going to raise a bit the exposure like this, and we're going to just make the mask option gone again. And we're going to add a bit of contrast. We're going to raise a bit the highlights like this and the whites. So when we zoom out, you can already see a before and after by going here on the eyes. Before and after, we're just going to lower a bit the exposure here. We don't want to exaggerate too much. And our next step is we're going to create a new brush, and we're going to hover over the eyes. And now we're going to make our brush a bit bigger like this. And then we're going to go over her eyes. But as you can see, we still have the same settings like we had before. So we're going to go here on the 3 dots, and we are going to reset the local correction settings because we want to add some clarity and texture to the eyes like this. So they're also more sharp. Another cool thing we can do is we can create another brush, and we can just go to the eye center like this, and we're going to also create some sharpness here, and we can also add a bit of exposure. So yeah guys, this is how I edit my portrait. There's one last thing I wanted to show you, and this is with the crop tool. So when you, for example, also want to upload your picture to Instagram, you can go here on aspect ratio and then go on 4:5. And now you can crop your image for Instagram. We're just going to crop it like this. And then we're going to press enter. And this is how I edit my portraits for Instagram. And here you can also see a before and after. So we definitely got a lot out of the picture. And again, also huge thank you to Alice for being the model. It was a lot of fun shooting with her. And we also plan to photo shoot again in a month. So there will be also more content coming soon. And also thank you to you guys for watching. And if you want to see more content like this, you can definitely also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure to ring the bell so you always get notified when I upload a new video. And again, thank you so much. Take care of yourself and see you next time. Bye.